Welcome, guys. And so we're having some behind the scenes fans with my guest, Paul G.O.D, aka Paul God. He's an international producer, singer, rapper, but it's all on hip hop. So guys, you have to follow us. We encourage you to follow us and share and like our page. On Facebook, we are the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. So we also encourage you to disregard any post that comes from a GBC handle that is not verified. Our Facebook is verified, and so there's a blue tick. And so kindly follow our page and share every content on there. Not just while we are live between 6 and 9, but then afterwards, after the show, you can send your comments. There are lots of behind the scenes, interesting stuff and videos you can pick up from there as well and interact with the team. We are live on YouTube. On YouTube, you can find us as the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation on YouTube, also www.gbcghanaonline.com, and on Twitter we are the GBC Ghana. We are verified on Twitter, the GBC Ghana, and IG GBC, Instagram GBC Online. We are verified as well. So disregard any post that doesn't come from a GBC handle which isn't verified, guys. Paul, I'm sorry for the long intro. I had to put that out there. Welcome to the studios of GBC News and then breakfast as well. You match with our couch.
Wow. Interesting.
So you know what? We are going to have a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
You know, we usually have highlights. We have Afro beats. Right now we have lots of different things that have Afro on it. Yeah. But when it comes to hip-hop, we do know that we have a few hip-hop artists here in Ghana.
Okay.
I'm going to name
okay.
I'm not going to mention his name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So for the likes of you who form a small proportion of our music industry, what's happening when it comes to hip-hop? Will hip-hop be fully accepted in Ghana?
Okay, so actually in Ghana, there are people down here who actually like hip-hop. And what people don't know is that hip-hop was born in 1973 in the Bronx, that's in the USA.
You seem to know your history.
Oh, yes. And actually people don't know that G.O.D started hip-hop before 1973.
So in some people don't know?
A lot of people.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
So initially, G.O.D is the originator of hip-hop.
That's going to be very debatable.
Yes, I know.
I hope you have your facts and evidence to back that claim.
Oh, yes, a lot.
G.O.D is a friend to our couch, and so we might want to get him on that conversation.
Yes.
But will it be fully recognized here or accepted?
Okay, there's a thing about the community in Ghana in general. I think we are still learning how to appreciate our own. So it might take some time before they could actually accept that fact.
Okay, so in a nutshell, who is Paul G.O.D, aka Paul God? Okay,
so Paul G.O.D, I'm an artist, hip-hop artist and producer. I'm a creative, and and a nice person.
Obviously.
Yes.
Okay, how did you start music? Why did you decide to become a musician?
Okay, first of all, I fell in love with the hip-hop crafts, the hip-hop culture.
Who's your favorite hip-hop artist?
Wow. Okay, my favorite hip-hop artist is, I don't think I have a favorite. Let me put it that way. I don't think I have a favorite. But I grew up listening to KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick, like, yeah, and a whole lot, But I started listening to the people that actually started hip-hop, not like from Tupac, Biggie, B.I.G. No. Below that belt, yeah.
Right. Okay, and tell us your entry into the Ghanaian music industry. Are we acceptive of your craft? How do people rate you? What's the feedback you get when you tell people that, hey, I do hip hop?
Okay, the feedback I get for the first time first impressions. They say, okay, so hip hop in Ghana, there's no audience for that and all. But I think in general, with whatever you have, with whatever craft you have, is the wisdom you use to actually showcase your talent. So what I do is that I've actually done a lot of shows in Ghana here, like big shows in Ghana here. But what I do is I fuse the hip hop with jazz.
Okay.
And perform it, so I have my own audience down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hip hop is is a genre that it's not really accepted or not known to a huge majority in Ghana.
Yes.
Jazz as well belongs to a select few.
Exactly.
And so you're mixing two genres that
yes.
aren't particularly friendly.
Not necessarily.
That's a video of one of your shows.
Yes.
Which one? Which show is that?
So this is Republic Spirit last year.
Okay.
So we have another one this year.
Okay.
And this was just after Efia and Omale's program. So yeah, that's one of it.
Okay.
One of my shows.
Yes. So you're mixing two genres that aren't particularly popular to our part of the world. And how do you survive? Would you call yourself an emerging artist? Are you an already made artist? Are you a celebrity? Are you a superstar? How would you clarify? I mean, which bracket do you put yourself in?
I wouldn't put myself in any brackets. I would say I'm an artist. That's what I would say.
Okay.
In general, because people might not know me down here. I might not have like a large audience down here, but people know me outside Ghana. And it's because of a few things that I noted earlier in my career. Things like publishing, copyright, intellectual property. Down here, we don't really have a proper system. I think we are still picking up. Our system is still going to get there where artists could actually get the royalties that they deserve from from what they produce. Yes, please. That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you intend to change the status quo here? How do you intend to make hip-hop more attractive to us? Because you're making music for Ghanaians.
Yes. Not necessarily Ghanaians, music in general.
Music
for
in
everyone.
general. But now you want Ghanaians to accept you. I mean, there's a fraction of Ghanaians that love hip-hop. But
Okay.
how are you going to make us, the whole Ghana, accept you and your craft and your genre?
Okay. So I have an album titled Dream Africa. So I've fused hip-hop with Afrobeats. Not Afro-pop, Afrobeats.
Okay.
So I've fused that to make it acceptable to people in Africa.
Okay. When you say people in Africa, I find it
In
very,
general.
yeah, right. So are you a rapper? Are you a singer? When you get on a beat, what exactly do you do?
I rap.
You rap.
I rap. But I rap, but in case I do a song with someone who sings, I have to make sure the person is on point. So I write for the person, so I'm a writer.
Okay. So writer, producer, rapper, artist, the creative person in general.
Yeah.
Okay, so because we have you here and you're a rapper, hip-hop artist, let's have you, it's freestyle you call it, no?
Okay.
So can Ghanaians have a feel of Paul G.O.D, the hip-hop artist?
Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay. So which one would you prefer? Like at least something or a guy?
Anything you choose.
Okay. All right.
Just make sure that it's hot enough so that you can make me a fan of hip-hop.
Okay. All right. So, yo. In your dreams, perfect you I relate to. Anyone I could replace, so I imagine my passion staring right back in your face. No spoken words, but images. We was just the two of us, buy me an option. Trigger love, bullish hearts, in God we trust. Not enough to wipe the tears over facial. Heavenly days I embrace you. It's another time I remember, eternal ways up in a place. Far away from there, but here my ears position, my eyes possession, my heart played weapon. Grabbing safe, you got my arms open, you blow up my mind. Windpipes extra O's blowing the climate. Not from violent by talent, bullets was coupling, shows dabbling, shooting to the peak of her heart desirement. In the state of generations, I carried up her bosom. piercing the lips against stardom. Stevie's eyes that wonder kind of keys his fingers laid onto. Come reverse his character. Fate was too young to grow in us. My heart in 7 figures. You perfect good dread. Just let it back.
Your heart in 7 figures. I heard that one because it had to do with figures. Righties. Okay. So what should Ghanaians expect from you, Paul? What should we expect? I mean, we are not supposed to call you an emerging artist, a household name. You're an artist. What should we expect from you? What are you going to come in to do that's different from what everybody else is doing?
Okay, I would say great music, a fusion of blues, jazz, hip life.
When is your next concert?
Okay, my next concert is this next month.
Next month?
Yes.
Is it here in Ghana?
Yes, here in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might want to tell us more about it. I'm particularly looking forward to come because I want to see
so
and feel.
It's titled The Listen Concert, and I'm doing it with a percussionist, a kofana, and then Nasab Jr.
Okay.
Yes. And it's going to be big, like huge. It's a virtual concert, actually.
We'll talk. You give us the details, get into the end of the show. But I know you are a brain to pick on when it comes to publishing. Something a lot of people don't know. I mean, before we came on, we're talking a little about publishing them, and that's one of the things that's it's like a big challenge to most of our artists here, because people just become musicians and half of the time they don't know the craft, they don't know that it is an actual job. So you might want to tell us a little about publishing when it comes to music.
So first of all, I would like to say when it comes to music, music is not just entering a studio and recording and using a track for 2 or 3 people to hear, or putting your songs on Spotify or iTunes and that's it. No, that's not music. When it comes to music, you have the music itself and you have the business of the music itself. 2 of these things make music. So now, what most of our artists are doing down here is to just put their songs on the
streaming apps.
Yeah, the streaming platforms, and that's it. Then they're on television and it's a done deal. Actually, they need to get publishers. That's where publishing comes in. So publishing is a thing where it's a system that gets you your royalties of what creative arts you do, the particular creative arts you do. So normally what artists have to do is not just stop at the point where they distribute they do distribution, but then get publishers. Example of publishers are BMI, CSAG, ASCAP, so that they could get royalties of whatever content they produce. And it cuts across board, whether the person is a videographer, the person is a musician, content creator. In general, it cuts across.
Every creative person needs to get a publisher.
Yeah.
If you throw more light on that, what exactly, assuming I'm a musician, rapper, I'm signed on to a management label, I stream my music on 2 or 3 streaming apps.
Yeah.
Why do I need a publisher? What exactly would a publisher do for me?
Okay, for example, you put your songs on streaming platforms. Of course, you would boost it on Instagram, Facebook, and all.
So let's say I put it on Boomplay.
Boomplay.
Okay.
So when you put your song on Boomplay, you will sell on Boomplay. People listen, stream your song, listen, you get the money off, But then here's the case where you go to parties and you hear songs, people playing songs around. You listen to the radio. Anybody can just take your song. Any DJ can take your song and then play it. Actually, when a DJ is playing your song, you're supposed to get money off it. You don't go to the store and buy, let's say, detergent.
Okay, so...
And then take detergent home, use it, give it to your next door neighbor. The person uses it. Then a different person from nowhere comes to your house, pick it, and leaves your house with it. So you must get...
Let's pause on that. So assuming I'm a DJ and I'm playing at an event in Kaswa, and I play Ochiame Kwame's music.
Okay.
What does that mean? Behind Ochiame's blind side, and I play his music in Kaswa.
Okay, initially, when you are rendering, so doing music is like rendering a service. So anytime someone plays your music, the person is supposed to pay for what the person is listening to. So if a DJ is playing Ochame's song outside, possibly the DJ might have paid his quota for getting his song. You don't know where he got it from. Because sometimes you can publish on streaming platforms. A lot of musicians don't know that too. So when you have a publisher on the streaming platform, then you've already collected your quota from whoever has downloaded your song, or, you know.
Right.
Exactly. So he could play the song. On the other side, it might also mean that Ochame Kwame might not have a publisher. So they can pick your song and play it anywhere. Someone, you know, TikTok and the rest, someone can just, dance, put your song behind, and you are getting nothing for it. Exactly.
Okay. So how do we make this information accessible to other creative persons who do not know that they need to get published regardless?
Okay. So I also do some programs in Ghana here for all schools. I've done a couple of them with Art Life Matters. That's with Mr. Eric Ejari. It's actually a huge program where celebrities come together to educate senior secondary schools in Ghana about, that's based on career guidance and all. So anytime I go for programs like that, I make sure they know that it's not just about the music, but then you have to know about publishing. So as much as possible, any interview I have, I make sure they get educated about publishing so that they don't take the wrong steps. Because in Ghana, as it stands now, everybody wants to, be in the limelight where, okay, I see Sarkodie, I see Ochame Kwame, and it's all flashy, and I want to be famous, but they don't have any retirement plan. Publishing is a musician's retirement plan.
Say that again.
Publishing is a musician's retirement plan.
That's good. I wish we could have more time and speak more because, definitely we'll have
music business.
Yeah, let's talk about music as a business. Maybe we'll have a couple of panelists as well. So, what should we expect from now to the end of the year from your camp?
Okay, great music. I've produced a couple of albums as well in the US, in Europe. It should be out soon. So.
You keep saying US and Europe. I mean, what do Ghanaians? What should we expect from you?
I've produced like a couple of albums down here too. So
who are some of the people you worked with? Which albums have you?
The God of Poetry. We recorded 2 albums this year. It's not out yet, but it's done. So we will be releasing it soon. I'm working on Guillotine Bar's album. I've done a couple for Akan as well.
Yeah, Akan.
And just great music.
Okay. So tell us about your upcoming concert.
Wow. Okay. So it's called a Listen Concert. And
it's a listening concert.
Listen
concert.
And I'm doing it with Akofna and Nasab Junior and with a BPM band.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
It's going to be live.
And
it's going to be great. We might feature some great talents on as well, like Kwamina live, and I mean it's going to be great.
Okay. Do you have a date set up yet?
Not really.
All right, we'll have you back in here when we are talking about music as a business, and then you can give us the filler on where to meet. Is it going to be in the Christmas period? Please say
yes.
Definitely. Right. If you weren't producing, if you weren't rapping, if you weren't into hip hop, what would you do?
Okay, so I work. I don't just do hip hop.
Right.
So it's a thing for all musicians. Like, get a business,
What do you do?
Okay, so I'm a corporate guy.
Okay.
It's hard to believe, but I work at the Business Executive Africa, and that's what I do. I'm a creative person, of course.
But we like the switching side. It fits in perfectly.
I just followed you on Instagram, the real Paul God.
Yes.
So
tell us, before we let you go, tell us how you use social media.
Social media?
Yes.